We are now entering Colorado, our favorite state. Of course, that my families and our families are there. Our first stop is the Lake Isabel Recreation Area, where we camped for several days for hiking and fishing. The flowers in this summer were gorgeous, as you can see. All these flowers were encountered during our hiking, and the columbine being the state flower. Camping and hiking, that's what we wanted to do. And this is where we were, Lake Isabel. Fishing wasn't wonderful, but productive. Enough to have a pretty good fish dinner. A local sitting and resting on a rock. Then we hiked completely around the lake. Our next hike was up into the forest and the mountains. We climbed several feet and we unfortunately met a bear and scared the crap out of it, as you can see. We had to rest frequently because we were hiking high. Beautiful picture of the flowers and that gorgeous woman. Then we hiked very high to an old mining camp. This is the shaft. And I'm going up. On the way you saw and encountered a house that somebody built high in the mountains, and I'm talking about 10,000 feet. Local building. This is what we hiked on, this type of trail. Some of them were good, some of them were bad. We met a nice group of guys going on a cycle. Then we continued on our own hike up in the forest. Their camping site, fishing along the shore, and a beautiful lake it is. Leaving San Isabel, we traveled again north. But we first encountered a castle made of rock that was built by an eccentric millionaire. The mountain scenes were wonderful. So were the lakes and the rivers. Then we entered one of our favorite places, the Cottonwood Pass, where we stopped at the Cottonwood Lake. And we climbed to the very top, of course, with the motorhome, to 12,460 feet. And that's where we are now. You can't describe the beauty. Windy, but very comfortable. This is the tree of Colorado. Another set of fishing, but this time more successful. We caught 4 or 5 trout, not really big, about 10 inches. Sunset on the lake. Again, hiked completely around the lake, a couple miles, some of it rough, some of it easy. Onward we went towards Evergreen, which is just outside of Denver, to visit our family and our new great-grandchild. These are the grandmother and grandfather. Doesn't she look like a wonderful great-grandmother? This is Marianne's family, her 2 daughters, granddaughters, and daughter. I took a turn at feeding the baby. This is the parents. This is another couple, and the grandparents. Good meals all the time. Took family out to a local restaurant. Great-grandma feeding the baby. But during our stay there, we went on several hiking trails in various. This is at the Bear of the Lair, Lair of the Bear, and this is the Ruined Hike. This is about 3.5 miles and a pretty good lift and a long and wonderful river. What a tree this was. Next was Mount Falcon, a much higher mountain. Met some locals. Beautiful deer. The hike takes us way above Denver, Colorado, and this was the remnants of a castle that was built in 1880. But we'll look at the view. Bit tiring, had to sit sometime. The next hikes the next day was to the Three Sisters. We took the Three Sisters Trail. Does it sound easy? It isn't. We hiked very high and very rocky, but the sights and sounds were beautiful. A gift to our great-grandchild, and a little shopping spree for Marianne, her daughter, and her granddaughter, and the great-granddaughter. Camping site right at the house, and we had a good time there because we were right next door. Unfortunately, we have to leave, but this is the restaurant we left behind, which is one of our favorites. It is good and it is crowded most of the time. Kitchen and cook. Then onward, we now enter Wyoming.